Hey guys, it's Taylor
and Vanessa, and today we have a different type of video for you guys.
Me and Vanessa have been talking and we think this is a really important subject that we should talk with you guys. Me and Vanessa were first just talking without the camera, but then we brought the camera in so we could kind of talk with you guys. Vanessa's kind of upset, so I may be doing most of the talking in this video, but you guys saw by the title that we are going to be talking about bullying. We have both been in many situations of bullying.
I'm dealing with an experience right now that led this conversation into bullying and stuff. I've had bullies in the past, and right now I'm dealing with one.
Something that I've learned being in like the 11th grade, school has taught us that bullies are very easy to spot out. In the movies, they're always that mean group that everyone hates and everything. But it's in real life, I feel like that's not true to a point, because sometimes it is like that. Like in the first grade, I did have this one person who was kind of mean to everyone, and everyone knew that she was kind of the mean person. I feel like nowadays bullies are now disguised as friends, or at least fake friends, because for the most bullies that I've had, they've been friends to me, but then they would be fake to me behind my back, or even sometimes be fake to me in my face. So the first time I moved down here into Florida, I didn't have any friends, and so the first friend that I met, I thought she was really nice, and honestly she was like, I felt like she kind of like knew everyone and everything, so I felt like really good to be like friends with her and everything. But then I started to realize how she talked bad about a lot of people to me, and I'm not that person to talk bad about someone, so I would honestly just brush it off and be like, oh, I guess she doesn't like that person, and then I would start disliking the person because my friend dislikes the person. And then I started realizing that she talks bad about a lot of people, and I started to think like, I wonder if she talks bad about me. And so she started then making snarky comments to me, and then she started hanging out with other people, and I knew that she was talking bad about me because the people would tell me. So I didn't know it for the longest time. I was actually friends with her for 2 years. My mom totally knew from the beginning, and I totally did not listen to her because I always thought she was my friend. Like she wouldn't do that to me. Why would a friend do that to me? And it kind of like hurts you inside because you're like, that's my friend doing that to me, you know? And also like, it was hard leaving her because like I said, she knew a lot of people, and she honestly, she was like almost my only friend that I had, because like she kind of like claimed me right when I first came. She like just claimed me as her like best friend, so I didn't really make other friends. So like my one friend was being fake to me.
That's how I feel the same, like with my situation. I like relate to like Taylor a lot, so it's kind of like weird to see what, because I was there when she went through it, and then now seeing me go through it, it's kind of like weird, I guess, because like I was like, oh my gosh, I feel the same way. And that's why we're kind of making this video, for you guys can like relate to it.
Yeah. And also with like bullying and fake friends aren't always bullies. I've had fake friends who didn't bully me, but I guess they were just being friends with me for like the wrong reasons.
Like YouTube.
Yeah. A bully is someone who has more power than you and puts you down a lot, and they know that they're more dominant than you, and so they make snarky comments at you to put you down. But like a bully that's a fake friend, they also be nice to you at some points, so they can still keep you as a friend.
They try to make you feel like involved, like you feel involved, and it's usually in a group, and you feel involved in that group and you don't feel left out, and they make you kind of feel like special, but really you realize that they're just being fake.
Bullies are people who do mean things to you, who say mean things to you. It's not just your regular friends just joking around. This person's actually putting you down and hurting your feelings.
And sometimes, because if they're your friends, sometimes it's not to your face, and they say it to other people, and everything always gets back, and then that's when it all goes downhill. So my friend, she used to talk bad about everyone, like anything the person did or something, she would just go on and on about it. And if you don't know, I'm a very shy person. I don't really talk that much, so it's really hard for me to like stand up for myself. So I usually would just like brush it off. I would be like, oh, okay. And I wouldn't really say mean things about the other person because that's not the person I am. But then she started keep going, and then I finally, because I came closer with her, I finally got to like stick up. Because when I'm closer with someone, I have more than a voice. So I finally was like, oh, well, why do you care? It doesn't matter. And then you start thinking like, oh, is she talking bad about me? Because she's talking bad about this other person, but she acts friendly to them. That fake friend's bully, whatever, wants to divide you from everyone. She wants to keep you separate from the group. So she tries to say rude things about the other people for you would hate them.
Yeah.
And then you won't hang out with them.
One of the people that my fake friend or bully would talk about turned out to be my best friend right now. And we've been best friends pretty much all of high school. Like she said, how the bully pretty much makes you hate people that you wouldn't usually hate. So my bully or my fake friend made me hate this one specific person because she didn't like them. And so then I started disliking them, but I had no reason to hate them. And so after I finally like left my bully or left my fake friend, I realized that this person wasn't bad at all, and now we are literally best friends for like 3 years now.
They're so close. Like I even like I'll talk to her on Snapchat, just me and her, because like they're so close. I feel like I'm close with her too.
Yeah.
Because she always comes to our house and stuff. But I also think like bullies try to cause drama. That's what their end goal is, to hurt people and cause drama. So then they'll talk bad about you, and then they'll talk bad about that person they were talking bad about you. That makes sense. To make you hate other people. And so then it doesn't look bad on them. And you're like, oh, I hate this person. But you actually don't know why you hate that person. And I feel like it just divides everyone.
I felt like with my bully that she felt better when she put other people down. So like, oh my god, I'm gonna start crying. Oh my gosh, I'm not supposed to cry. I felt, oh my god, I can't finish that sentence.
She felt like because I know what she was gonna say because I was there. She felt like when her bully was putting other people down, she was more happier and was like in a different mood, like in a happy mood.
Yeah.
And so that's how mine was, and she would try to put people down and then she would talk good about herself. This is how my bully would act. So I'm gonna make up like a totally different scenario. It would be like, oh, Rosie got a B, but I got an A, so I'm better than her, and she obviously didn't study, and I studied harder, so I'm just a better person.
Or like, let's say that person, so let's say like Rosie got an A+, and the teacher kind of like, she's like, oh, so the highest score goes to Rosie, and then she would be like, oh my god, she thinks she's so better than everyone else. And so like she like brings down the person for something that they did good. Even when the person got compliments, she would put them down.
I remember she would do that. She would say that to me all the time. I was so mad because that person obviously worked hard for that, and it's not easy. This is where it changes, and it's where her targets change, and it goes towards you, and you're completely shocked because you saw this person as your friend. Mine would act like, oh, we're best friends, I got your back no matter what, and then a couple people will come up to me and tell me that's the opposite and what she's saying, and it was really hard for me to like accept it. When my other friends told me of what she said, it kind of like came true. I kind of knew they weren't lying because what she said to those other people, she said the exact same thing to me, and it kind of came to realization that
she wasn't your friend. That's
when you realize when they're not your friend, and it's kind of heartbreaking, because especially for me, because I stuck up for my friend, and it was kind of heartbreaking seeing her do that.
Aww.
This one is different because she keeps doing it repeatedly, and she doesn't say sorry. She kind of, when you kind of call her out on it, she kind of twists it on you, and it kind of makes you feel like, oh, it was my fault, I'm so sorry, but actually really it was her fault that happened. So it wasn't really friends fighting, because that's kind of normal, but it was really just her trying to make you feel bad, and then when you call her out, she'll just keep trying to make you feel bad. What this makes a difference between a fake friend and a bully, that this person kind of has control over you, like over like how they act like they were your friend. They kind of gained dominance over you and kind of was like the leader, and they're probably the most outgoing person if it's in a group, and so you're afraid to like stick up to that person because they're their leader. So it kind of makes it like they're the leader, you don't want to disobey them or anything, so it's really hard to stick up because you're like, if I stick up and I make this person mad, I'm gonna make my other friends mad, and then I'm gonna be left out.
Yeah.
And I think that's how a lot of people feel. you don't want to feel left out in your classroom or your team or anything. I feel like that's a lot of people's worst nightmare, or at least mine. I never wanted to be left out.
Yeah.
I feel like that's a lot of a problem. So we're gonna give you guys some sisterly advice. We're just gonna be talking like we're sisters. If you're in a group of girls and there's this one big leader and she's probably the most outgoing, but she's always negative, that should be a big red flag, because if she's being negative about your other friends, she's probably talking bad about you too. I had a lot of people warn me. I had like my whole family. I had one of my friends warn me. But it never came to realization, because I was like, no, she's my friend, she wouldn't do that.
Friends are people who make you happy and make you laugh and like bring out the best in you, not the people who bring out the worst in you and bring you down. That's not a friend.
No. A friend should not make themselves more happy by putting other people down. That's not a friend. Even if they're not your friend and they're still doing that, that's just a red flag that they are a bully, because regular people do not do that. And if you're doing that, you can still change.
If you find yourself being negative all the time or seeing other people happy bring you down, you can change. You know, you could talk to people about how you feel, you know, and start being nice to people. Start treating people how you want to be treated. Like, would you want someone bringing you down or talking negative about you? So it goes like, I think those things like really big. Treat people on how you want to be treated. So if you do find yourself in a situation where your friend is a bully and they dominate over you and they bring you down and everything, you gotta have to separate them. And I know it's hard. I stayed with mine for 2 years and we didn't separate until we went to different schools. Try spending time with someone that they didn't like. It's probably they didn't like them because they were actually nice, you know? Because my best friend, they hated them and they're one of my best friends, so.
Please remember just to be kind and nice. It makes the world super happy, and just have fun. And if you see yourself hanging around negative people, or if you're one of the negative people, you can always change and you can always go to another friend group and be happy and not put people down.
We want you guys to go comment down below if you've ever been in a negative situation or a bullying situation.
Let's talk in the comments below. If you see someone going through a rough time, give them a compliment in the comments. Just make their day happier, because bullying is tough and we just all need to be a support system for each other and be a big family.
We will be reading your guys' comments and also leaving hearts, but I'm so sorry that this video is kind of a downer, but we thought it's something that should be said.
I feel like bullying is a very important topic because it is a thing that everyone goes through and it is normal.
If you are going through a situation where someone's bringing you down, it's not you, it's the other person. They're going through something and it's not about you. Yeah. They just have to bring you down because they want to feel better about themselves. We want to end this video on a good note. So after all the bullying, me and Vanessa do have like really amazing friends. Like, I have my best friends.
And even that I'm going through that, I still have the nasties and I still have amazing friends. I just have that one little problem. But there is life. Hi, Sam. There is life after bullying. Even though I have that one bad friend, I have so many amazing friends that I get to talk to.
Please talk to people. Talk to your friends, your parents, your teachers, anyone who you know is going to help you get through it, because you are not in this alone. Because like I said, I went through it and now Vanessa's going through it. Probably a lot of people have gone through this.
I feel like talk to someone outside your parent group, because I felt like that really helped for me.
Yeah, so like a friend that's not in this situation.
A friend, a teacher, or whatever. I feel like my parents are very biased, and like when I tell them, they're like, they get so triggered. I'm like, no, don't get triggered. It really frustrates me.
Because they support you too much.
They support me too much. I'm like, no, it's fine.
Stay positive, stay beautiful, and we'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!